We're going to talk about,
We're talking about particles.
yeah, particles. Okay. Particles are
Particles are
the smallest
the smallest
unit of matter,
unit of matter.
right? Okay, so we talked about particles last time, right? But we're going to talk about what's smaller than particles. What makes a particle?
Particle.
Okay, sound good? Okay, so kind of laid it out here. This is a particle, but we zoomed in a lot.
But we zoomed in a lot.
Okay, so smaller than a particle. Okay, we have molecules,
Molecules,
elements,
elements,
atoms.
atoms.
Okay, and atoms make up everything. Okay, okay, you get it? Atoms are going to make up everything. Atoms.
Atoms.
You're going to need to know atoms for sure. Okay, and atoms
Atoms.
have three parts.
Three parts.
It says protons,
Protons.
neutrons.
Neutrons. Electrons.
Uh-huh. You know, on batteries, you like batteries, huh?
You like batteries.
You love batteries. So you got plus,
Plus.
so positive, right? And a negative on a
Negative.
battery.
On the battery.
Uh-huh. Because that's electricity. That's how electricity flows.
The
Right?
electricity flows.
Yep. So we got protons.
Protons.
So think of protons, positive.
Protons, positive. Negative, electrons.
Electrons are negative. Neutrons, nothing.
Neutrons, nothing.
Okay, so protons,
Positive,
neutrons,
nothing.
electrons.
Negative.
Good job. Okay, see, and you can kind of see them here in this little picture here, see? You see the red? The red, those are the protons.
Protons.
Neutrons are in the middle with the red. And the electrons fly around the outside.
The electrons.
And the electrons help pull everything together because of their negative charge. Okay, does that help? It's not going to make total sense yet, but that's the basics, okay? So, now if we take one atom is just one little ball like this, right? An element, okay? An element is more than one atom, but it's the same type. Okay? So, and when I say type, I mean like this. Okay? Elements. This is called the periodic table of elements. This is all the elements. Okay? So, if we have an oxygen, right? Here's one ball of oxygen. That's one atom right here. See? You see? One ball of oxygen right here is one ball right here. Another ball of oxygen, you have two balls of oxygen. That means
Oxygen.
It's still an element because it's the same type. It's oxygen and oxygen. If you have 8 different oxygens, it's still just an element because it's just one type. It's all oxygen. If it's all helium, if it's all gold, if it's all silver, you know those ones, right? See, this says all of these. So we've talked about hydrogen. Remember talking about hydrogen?
Hydrogen.
We've talked about helium. Helium is in balloons. It makes them rise.
Balloons.
And it makes your voice sound funny.
It makes your voice sound funny.
Makes your voice go really high. And then you've got, let's see, you've got iron. You know copper. You know aluminum.
Aluminum.
Gold.
Gold.
Silver. Calcium.
Calcium.
See, it's got lots of them that you already know, but it also has a lot of other ones that are probably going to be really hard to say. So
really?
We don't need to know them all right now, but this is what it looks like, okay? And this is all of them in here. So when you're looking at these, there's a number at the top. You see the number? It says 1 right here.
Hydrogen.
1 is hydrogen. 2 is helium.
Helium.
Then you go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and it keeps on going all the way up, and we've got 103 up here. And then it keeps on going to 118. Okay, so that means that number is how many protons
Proton.
are in it. So hydrogen only has one proton. Okay, if you look at iron, it has 26 protons. 26 protons, that's a lot. That'd be a big one, huh? Is that pretty big?
Is that pretty big?
What about this one? This one has 118 protons. Is that a lot?
Is that a lot?
That's a lot, huh? That's a whole lot of protons. So, and every time you have one proton for a normal element, you'll also have a neutron. So if you have 8 oxygen, you've got the 8 protons, okay? 8 protons and 8 neutrons, right? So it says 8 right there. See the 8?
Oxygen.
And then you got nitrogen right here.
Nitrogen.
And then you got carbon.
Carbon.
So you remember when we did carbon dating?
Carbon dating.
This was our carbon dating model, right? So we have our carbon. When you look at carbon, what does it say? What number is carbon? You see it? What number is it?
Carbon.
What number is it?
What number is it?
Number
is 6.
6. Okay. So we need 6 protons, 6 neutrons. Okay. So we're going to pull these off. So this is normal carbon. Okay. How many protons?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. How many neutrons?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. So this is a basic molecule or a basic element. I'm going to mix them up already. So there's 6 and 6. So this is a stable, regular element of carbon. And we call it carbon 12, right? So carbon 12. And in carbon dating, carbon 12 turns into nitrogen.
Nitrogen.
So it has 7. So it ends up having one more proton and one more neutron, and that's how it turns into nitrogen. Remember?
Nitrogen.
So this is going to make a little more sense. Still not getting the whole idea, but gives you an idea. So this was our carbon dating model. That's our carbon, right? Carbon 12, our stable element, okay? So that's an element. That's just one type of atom.
Okay? One type of atom.
And then next, we're talking about molecules. Molecules can have more than one type of atom. Okay? So, what's this one? Let's try to identify it. How many protons and how many neutrons?
How many neutrons do you have?
We got 1.
1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay.
5, 6, 7, 8.
So if we have 8 protons and we have 8 neutrons.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay. So what number is it? 8, right?
8.
We got 8 protons, 8 neutrons. Okay.
8 protons,
okay.
8 neutrons.
What is number 8?
What is number 8? Oxygen.
Oxygen. So this is an oxygen. Okay. That's our oxygen. Okay. What's this one?
What's this one?
How many protons? How many neutrons?
1, 2.
2 protons?
1, 2.
2 neutrons. Okay. So this is number 2.
This is number 2.
So what is number 2?
Number 2 is? Number 2? Helium.
Helium. Good job. So this is helium. Okay. So if we were to somehow mix these two, you've got 1 helium, 1 oxygen, and if we stick this one on here, this is a molecule.
A molecule.
This is now 1 molecule of hydrogen, or no, oxygen and helium. So this is 1 molecule of oxygen and helium. I don't even know if that's necessarily possible, but we have oxygen and helium. So that is two types of atoms, because it's oxygen, helium, so two types, okay? And that's why it's a molecule. But they can be any type, as long as there's more than one atom, okay? This oxygen can also be a molecule because it does have two atoms.
Two atoms.
But so they can be the same too. Okay, so if you have two of them that are the same, as long as you have two atoms, it doesn't matter if they're the same or different, as long as you have at least two atoms, it's a molecule. So this element is also a molecule. Okay, so elements are only the same type. Molecules can be any type, okay, whether they're the same or different. Okay, and then going even bigger, when you form lots of molecules, and you stick them all together, they create particles.
Particles.
And that's what brings us to what our last lesson was. It was about the smallest unit of matter being particles. Okay? But the atoms make up everything at the very base. Okay? So, is it kind of making sense?
Does it kind of make a sense?
Yeah. I think you're getting it, actually. It's pretty
I
good.
think you're getting it.
Okay, so we've got our
Our
oxygen.
oxygen.
So this is
Oxygen.
one oxygen. This is just like one ball. Okay,
One ball.
here.
One
And if we
here.
have another one here, it
One
will
here.
be like this oxygen. It's an element and also a molecule. Okay, so we're going to go through these. I printed these up. And we're going to go through them and we're going to find out what they are. Okay, so I've got two sets. We're going to go through the first set together. And then the second set, I'll test you, okay? And we'll see if you can figure it out. Okay, ready? If it's just one dot, this is
one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And they're all purple, right? Okay, all purple. Is this atoms, elements, molecules, or particles?
Which one?
What's this?
What's this? Purple dots.
This is atoms.
Atoms.
Okay, because it's just one by itself, right?
One by itself.
Okay, each of these, two.
1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14.
So this one comes in groups
16.
of two. So it's two individual ones by themselves, okay? So this is an element. 14?
Sulfur.
Oh, good job. Okay, so this one is an element.
Element.
Okay. Got it?
Got it.
Okay, this one. These are all the same
1,
type.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
But it comes in clusters. So you've got a dark one in the middle, and then you've got three other ones. So this is mixed atoms. So if it's different types of atoms, like this.
Flowers.
Yep, phosphorus.
Phosphorus.
Good job. So this one is, because it's got two different types.
1,
You got the brown and you got
3, 4, 5.
5. See, look. Ready? So you got the brown, and you got the blue. So that's a brown atom and a blue atom. So it's two different types of atoms. So it's not an element, but it is a molecule. See? So right here, if you look, this is atoms, just one by itself, right?
One by itself.
Element. See, but you've got all yellow, so it's all the same, right? And then this one,
Molecules.
molecules can have all different colors. Okay, so all different types. And this one,
2, 3, 4.
and this one starts getting into all kinds of particles. These ones aren't necessarily going to go on here though. But this is going to be a whole lot of particles together.
Particles.
Okay, and that, or a whole lot of molecules together, and they make up particles. Okay.
Beryllium.
Beryllium. Yep.
Beryllium.
Okay. You ready for these?
Beryllium.
Okay, so we've got another set. They're different.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6 is
Carbon.
Good job. Okay. Is it an atom, element, or molecule?
Atoms.
Okay, good job. Okay. Can you put the other ones in the right places? What's that one?
2, 4, 6.
Oops. Okay. What you got? Is it atom, element, molecule, or particle?
1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 6, 8, 12, 10, 12, 15.
Yep, you like
14.
counting them, huh?
Element.
Yep. Good job. Nice. Yep, because they're the same, right? Blue with blue. So that's an element. Good job. Okay, this one.
This.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
You got 18. 18 is argon.
Argon.
That's not necessarily argon on here, though. But
Argon.
But each of the groups are the same, right? Because you got a purple in the middle, and then
1,
3 around the outside, 3 green.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So.
Carbon.
So each of these, is this going to be
This is going to be
atoms,
atoms,
elements, molecules, or particles?
molecules.
Good job. Yep. So we know what the last one is already, right? See, and these are all different. Lots of different molecules can make up particles.
2, 4, 6, 8. Oxygen.
Good
1,
job.
2, 3. Which one?
1, 2, 3.
Lithium.
Lithium, yeah.
Lithium.
Lithium
Lithium.
helps to make batteries, lithium-ion batteries. And we'll learn later what an ion is too.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6.
Is that pretty cool? 6
This
would
be carbon.
Good job.
6 is carbon.
Okay.
6 is carbon.
Okay, you kind of getting the idea?
Carbon. It's a good idea.
Kind of cool.
Kind of cool.
Did you like our little jelly bean models?
Jelly bean models.
Okay. Okay. Just a good vocabulary review, right?
Vocabulary review.
Okay, we'll keep practicing. Good job. Nice science.